Hey everybody, it's me, Pam, Dragon Moon Creations. Welcome back to my channel. I tried this a little bit ago. I just tried it. I had to turn the camera back on because I accidentally pushed the volume button on my phone, and that turns the video off too. They don't need to do that, please. Anyway, I wanted to show you what I did today. I'm holding my camera right now in my hand because Trip is just going crazy. And he did come to visit, y'all. Chippy, come here. There you go. Here, hey, buddy. Dookie. Look at the camera. They want to see your face, baby. There it is. Yeah, I'm just swinging everywhere. I had this material, and I got it from a friend years ago, and I had it folded like up in quarters and over my sewing machine. And you know, how you wake up in the morning and you have these ideas in your head. One of my ideas was which card I was going to make for my, or what kind of card I was going to make for my granddaughter's 15th birthday, because I make her a card every birthday. And I said, and I need to make a cover for my sewing machine, because I looked for them online, and they're anywhere from like $12.98 to $24.98. They're just, and I said, well, and I didn't really like any of them. The ones I did like were the $24.98. And I said, it's just my sewing machine. It just sits there. And all I need is a cover. So that's what I did. I made a cover for my sewing machine. And, you know, I took the measurements offline. I took the measurement. I wrote them down. They're like 17 by 8 by 12. And mine's somewhere around in there. And then I said, oh, well, no, I got to have it work because I keep the thread on it. That's the measurements if there's no thread on it. But I always keep thread on my machine. And there was black thread on my machine, and that's what I used. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get this thing up in the holder without touching the volume button, because I did want to show you something else. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, that's nerve-wracking, isn't it? Okay, all right, there you go. I don't know if I'm crooked. I know I'm bouncing here. All right, Chippy. I scared him. All right, Chippy, you got to get down, buddy. Say goodbye. Wait. Say goodbye. Oh. I didn't want you back. All right. What I did the other day is I was having a week. I can tell you, last week. It was just one of those weeks. And I don't work. I don't really, have a lot. I don't have a lot of friends. So, but it was just one of those weeks. And I needed a me day. So I took myself to Michael's and Hobby Lobby. And like I said, that's about a 45-mile round trip. But anyway, I found absolutely nothing at Michael's, and there was nothing on sale, except for they still had out their Christmas clearance. They had a little bit of Valentine clearance, a little bit, and they still had some Halloween clearance. It's like, people, nobody wanted it in November when Halloween was over. Nobody wanted the Christmas in January. We're done. Put it away. Give us something else to look at. So I hopped over to Hobby Lobby. I had gift cards. Only cost me gas money. So I'll show you what I got. However, first I want to show you, I did go to Dollar Tree. I don't know why I keep buying this tape. Now it's $1.50. Last time I bought it, which was a month and a half ago. Oh, anyway, before the big snow. It was still $1.25. So that made me mad. I'm not gonna buy it anymore. Heck, if I'm gonna pay $1.50 for, what is it, 33 feet, I might as well catch scrapbook.com's their brand on sale. And I got a couple of these because I was thinking Easter. And I have some of these. I don't know if I have pink. Probably, of course I have pink. All right, so then I went over to, like I said, I went to, took my trip to Hobby Lobby. They have 4th of July stuff out already. I couldn't believe that crap. Okay, but they did have on clearance Valentine's. Oh man, I have these little stars all over my desk. It's so dusty back here, and I forgot to take my. Oh geez, I forgot to take my allergy pill. They have Valentine on clearance. I found this one. It is. I don't know, what was it? Was it 70% off? I'm not sure. Oh, dummy. Look at your receipt here. It was 75% off. And I got this one, but I went back into the sticker section and they had this very thing, only up here where it says Valentine Papercraft, it had something about stickers, but it was Paper Studio. So, but I got I had never seen these before actually. So I thought they were pretty. So I got those. I didn't make anything Halloween. Now my brain's on the Halloween shit. I didn't make anything Valentine except my little, I'm going to turn that off. That's glary. Nope, it's not. It's this one's glary. I didn't make anything Valentine except for my chocolate holders, which went over very big, by the way. Okay, so anything $1.99 was 50 cents. So that was 50 cents. And I got 2 of these, and these were 50 cents a piece. And aren't those pretty? And I'm kind of really into the red, pink, and gold. I'm getting into that. Okay, sorry for that glare. Okay, and then I have these, and I got 2 more because I couldn't pass them up for 50 cents a piece, right? Okay, and then another one, 50 cents. They're dimensional. I got that stuff. And then they also had their St. Patrick's Day stuff out. I don't do a lot of St. Patrick's. I don't think anybody does, but it was 40% off. And I got this one because it was kind of old school looking. And $1.99 at 40% off is, I have no idea. I don't know. What is it? 40% off to $1.20? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, and then I went into the, I'll just go ahead and show you this because I think this was 40% off too. Also, $2.49. Let me see. 4th of July. No, it wasn't. I paid full price for it. But I had never seen these before. And I don't know. I'm addicted to these little shapes and these little trays. Right? And so I went into Easter stuff and I found one of my most very favorite things. And I get them every year. And they're these carrots. I don't know why. I think it's because they're cute. They got the really good leaves on them. And they're flat, basically. Not like the ones you get at Dollar Tree. And I found the little bunnies too. I thought they were cute with the little tails. And those were, well, Easter was 40% off. So these were $1.19 a pack, $1.99 down to $1.19. And then I have one of these. I know I do, pretty sure. Because I remember when I had it, and one of my chicks had a broken leg. The leg was broken off of it. Now this one, $2.49, it was 40% off. So it made it $1.49? Really? I don't know, 46, 12, yeah, I guess, I don't know. Anyway, I got that because I'm addicted to the little wooden trays. Anyway, that's all I got. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, I lie all the time, don't I? I did go back into the paper, and for Hobby Lobby being a Christian-owned company, they don't have any Easter paper pads, you know? You know what I think is funny? In the loose paper, they don't do Halloween, but you can go in there and you can find the black and the orange polka dot paper down at the bottom, on the bottom rack. I get it there. So what I did was, I didn't want anything with Easter eggs on it. Because if I make anything, I usually, if I'm going to make cutesy, I get the stuff from Dollar Tree. So I got this. I got 4 sheets of it, I think. And it was 40% off because it was Paper Studio. And I thought that was cute with the bunnies. It's kind of a grayish green color. The bunnies and little chicks. Because they look realistic. They remind me of that Beatrix Potter thing. And this one does too. And I got 4 of this one here. I thought that was pretty. I don't know what those are. If they're 41 cents a piece. Because they're regularly 69. So anyway, so I got that. There. That's what I got. I don't know why I always get these. I always get these. Do you know remember Hobby? Oh, I can't get my stores straight. Dollar Tree used to have the gingham rabbits, the gingham bunnies, and I made cards out of. And I used to put one of these carrots on the card with it. And Dollar Tree no longer has the gingham bunnies, and I think I have just a very few left. I've got my Easter stuff out. I only have like 1 box of Easter stuff. So I gotta get in it and see if I have any more bunnies in there. Anyway, that's what I got. And I showed you my cover from my sewing machine that I made. Look at me. You know, doing stuff. I sewed a cover for my machine. Now I gotta put the red and whatever that is, red and cream. I gotta put that in my fabric that I don't use, that I have a lot of. Alrighty. Well, everybody, thank you for watching. And whenever I find my book that I had those measurements for that chocolate holder, that matchbook thing, I will get back on here and show it to you. Thanks for watching. I've rambled on, but nice talking to you again. Bye.